Hey, it's Matt with Midwest Guns and Gear, and got another one of my favorites that I dug out of the, well, not out of the vault. This actually came out of the trunk of my car. This is one that is one of my favorite platforms, but also for a truck gun or a trunk gun, these things are great. I love these things, and I thought I'd share it with you. I've got several different variations of it, so we're just going to talk about this particular variation today, and that is the AK-47 Underfolder. This is one I've had for quite some time now. Disclaimer, this is 100% legal in the state and the country that I live in. Everything, whatever paperwork was needed, was filled out when I purchased this, so just want to put that out there for YouTube. But this is a AK Underfolder. I've done a little bit of some modifications for comfort, because if you've ever had one of these are not very comfortable, but these are great for everything from horseback riding and ATVs because they're compact. I've actually seen scabbards made for these to carry them on the saddle with you on your horse or your ATV. But you know, I always keep something in the truck with me or in the trunk of the car, because nowadays you never know what's going to happen. Could run into some civil unrest or just something crazy, and I'd rather be prepared. And this is one firearm that I know whenever I pull the trigger is going to shoot. Now, the AK-47, like I said, I've got several of these, and we're going to do different videos on each of them. Then I'll probably do one big video on the AK in general and the history of it. But the AK was designed in 1947, why it's called the AK-47, but it didn't actually hit service with the Russian Army until 1949. And then these with the underfolders, there were some adaptations to the original ones back in the 50s for paratroopers to use. And then over time they pretty much got to where they were making these alongside with some of the others. There's different variations. You've got the side folder, the underfolder, the regular AK-47, the AKM, the RPK, and there's even 223 versions, 9mm versions, 45 ACP versions. I've seen a couple 10mm versions, and some 7.62x5.9 versions as well. So it's pretty much a lot of them out there. Now, talking about the underfolder. Now, the underfolder stock, this was modeled after the German Sturmgewehr from World War II. And I've got it locked down right now, because like I said, it just came out of the trunk of my car. But you have a button on this side, you push in, the stock will come down and lock in place. We've got it ready to go. Now, because it comes through here, if you have a drum magazine, it will not work with a drum magazine. The drum has to come out. So, and anything larger than the typical 30-round magazine is not going to fit. Well, it's going to fit, but the stock's not going to clear it when the stock comes out. And I've had this in a lot of different configurations. I actually had a tactical front end on it for a while that let me put on flashlight or a grip or laser. I think I had a flashlight on there, which, you know, those are available. Also, with these, you can replace the top of it with a top cover that has a rail on it, so if you wanted to put a small scope or a red dot or something like that. I'm not that big on that kind of stuff, because with scope I don't need anything for that far out, and any like actual optics, you know, I found over the years using them that when they sit in the trunk of your car, when you actually need them and you pull them out, the batteries tend to go dead. So I kind of got fed up and quit messing with them and just use the old iron sights. Now, this I have done a few modifications on. As you can see, Nothing illegal, nothing that would violate any YouTube terms or any laws. But this was just for shooting. These things, if you ever had one of these or ever shot one, they're not the most comfortable to shoot. This metal against your arm is it's just not comfortable. Same with you know, against your cheek here. And this was something that I had seen. I do a lot of traveling, and some of the countries that I'd been in where I'd seen, you know, AKs were being carried. I noticed that they would use towels, padding, and the like of that they would put around the stock and put around where the cheek rests go, just to make it a little more comfortable. And so this is just sports tape that I got, that I wrapped around the end and wrapped around where my cheek goes. The thing with doing that, if you do that, is you have to, you know, kind of watch. You don't want too much on there, because then when you go to close the stock, it's going to catch on your magazine. So, you know, definitely something you want to watch doing it. But by doing it, I mean, this thing went from one that, you know, I carried it in the car. If I needed it in an emergency, yeah, it's great. But when I would actually train with it and go to the range, unless I had a jacket on, it just was not comfortable whatsoever. But now, like this, I mean, it's good and comfortable. And this wrap's probably been on there, I don't know, 5-10 years, and it's held up. So, you know, no complaints on that. That's a little bit about the AK Underfolder. Now we're going to go do my favorite part, and that is we're going to head down to the range and we're going to put a few rounds in it. So come join me. All right, we made it down to the range. I've got the Underfolder AK with me. A little hearing protection on. Safety first. I have no idea how many rounds are in this, because like I said, this is came right out of my car. Most likely there's 30 rounds in here. I'm probably not going to do all 30. But I'm going to have some fun, because I love this rifle. Look at those plates, rock and roll. That's what I call fun. That's a look at the AK Underfolder. A lot more pleasant to shoot with this padding. It's still a little uncomfortable, but it's not too bad. And I love this platform. I love this cartridge, so no complaints here whatsoever. It's Matt with Midwest Guns and Gear. What's your preferred platform when it comes to a rifle? Are you an AR guy? Are you an AK guy? You like the FAL, the HK design? Tell me about it. If you're an AK guy, what model have you got? How long have you had it? What drew you to the AK? Always like to hear that kind of stuff. It's Matt with Midwest Guns and Gear. If you enjoy these videos, please consider giving us a thumbs up or subscribing to the channel. It's much appreciated, and it helps the channel grow. If you're in northeastern Missouri or close by, and you do a YouTube channel on firearms and like to come up to the ranch, do a collaboration, YouTube's always asking me, do I want to collaborate with someone? And I'm not the kind of guy that's just going to go out and ask someone, but hey, if you'd like to, you want to come up to the ranch, do a little range time, hit me up. I always love to do some shooting, and who knows, you probably got some cool stuff I don't have access to, and vice versa. So, you know, hit me up and let me know if you're interested. Till next time, have a great day.